Hello YouTube, I am back again with another Battlefield Earth 2 video. Today is going to be a 3v3 on the map Rune on the patch 1.08. So let's get into this. Today we have playing in the bottom left corner, we have playing as Men, the leader. And spawning in the middle left, playing as Isengard, we have King FHR. And finally in the top left we have playing as Mordor, we have the Legend. And finally for the other team we have playing in the top right, we have playing as Goblins, Heron shit. I'm probably butchering that pronunciation, but yeah, I'll call him Heron. And finally in the middle right we have playing as another Goblin, we have Sexy Goblin. And finally in the bottom right we have playing as Dwarves, Slayer. So the players are starting off with obviously a lot of resources, as they probably should do with the size of the maps. Can't really rush on this map as it's so excuse me, it's so what's the word, big, so it leaves you with a lot of room to maneuver and leaves you with a good amount of time. But mine chest strategy already being employed here, as you can see. Very nicely. Nope. No. There we go. Damn it. I hate that so much. But yeah, as you can see, we have King FHR, or the leader, sorry. The leader just taking out that cave troll there. Getting that buff started. Always good to clear a peep. We have the Slayer going in trying to take out this outpost, but the likelihood of him taking it in a minute is probably going to be unlikely, considering the Legend is already over here to attack him. And of course, swords beat pikes. It's a real rock paper scissors. Of course, you know, there's some more goblins here taking the what's it called? The towers. I did decrease the graphics detail on this game, because I was having trouble with FPS drops and all that, so I did decrease the graphics detail to try and solve that, because it was really bothering me. It was dropping to like 20 FPS at some points, and it was just really bothering me. So yeah, that's why if it looks a bit worse than it usually does, that's why, because I've been having trouble with the FPS with fraps and all that. Mordor, I believe, looks like he's probably going to go Nazgul's, but it looks like. Yeah, he's got Nazgul's out, so he's going to be on Nazgul's as a valid tactic with Mordor. God, I hate them. Needless to say, I do not like them. We have some more dwarves showing up here. In the top, in here we have some great harassment coming in by this one Morg Rider unit here, taking out a lot of Heron's tunnels, which is great. That not only kills takes away resources, but it kills the goblins' maneuverability a bit, so that makes things a lot easier. In the bottom, we have some dwarves here doing a little Thermopylae. You get that if you know your history. You'll get that reference. Or if you watch 300. You're Thermopylaing these Gondor units here. I'm still getting it. It's really annoying me. It keeps dropping FPS. You could see it, so I might be able to see it in the video, I'm not sure, but it's really bothering me. It's really annoying. Anyway, we got some more wargs and crossbows coming out here. Men have finally taken that outpost here, so they really have the advantage over the doors right now. Doors don't really have much right now. They've got glowing, which is a hero, which is something that these guys don't. But with the way Gondor's army is developing here, you're going to be hard pressed, and of course we have towers being used on Rune, which doesn't surprise me at all, because you know, towers. We have some more. We have 2 Nazguls now for Mordor here, and we have a 3rd just coming out now, so they're going heavy Nazgul build here. It's going to make it very difficult to actually win, because that's actually a great defense and offense thing. If your micro is good enough, that can be a really difficult thing to beat. But right now we have a dwarven attack coming in. We have a dwarven attack coming in. I believe, yeah, it looks like it's going to be supported by some goblins as well, so this is going to be really rough for him to hold. He's probably going to get help. Let's see if he gets help by his teammates. It wouldn't surprise me if he does. But here also we have a Gondor attack coming in from the bottom right here as well. So it's going to be very difficult for him to hold. Let's see if he can hold it. We've got Glowin tanking up the health already. Of course, got crossbows that are very good. Gonna have to do a lot of good micro here. Unfortunately, he's not doing it very well over here. His pikemen are just getting destroyed. We got alerts just dropping out here right now, which is great. That'll make things a lot easier. Dwarves just got run over by a bunch of wards, but there, of course, they did unfortunately get pikemen, and the Nazgul have arrived as well. So this is going to be very difficult for them to actually destroy. I don't think they're going to be able to with the way Nazguls work. Actually nearly died, so as I said, you need good micro. Let's have a look at the bottom right here. The main base have arrived. Let's see if they're able to take them out. Got great surround. It'd be interesting to see if they can pull that off. You got the Nazguls healing up here as the Isengard base does get absolutely gutted. Glowin was actually killed off, which is very good for the, which is very good for the defending Isengard and Mordor players. But it looks like that attack's just been blunted. Looks like the help from his teammates, that attack is going to be held. In the bottom right though we have the dwarves slowly killing off the Gondor forces. It looks like they're going to have enough to kill him off before they take out the fortress, luckily for him. Looks like it's just been held. So those first attacks have been pretty unsuccessful, but this one looks very promising with 2 cave trolls and some goblins. It's going to be difficult for Mordor to actually hold this. Well, actually, I forget who I'm talking to. I forget what faction I'm talking about. It's Mordor, and they're really difficult. Also, another problem in Mordor v Goblins when they're going with this strategy here. Goblins provide easy XP bonuses, and Gondor and Half-True Marauders don't work like other pikemen in the games that have Gondor Tower Guards. They need to actually get hits off you, hits on them to actually do damage. It's not like, at least in my experience, it's not like Gondor Tower Guards where if you charge them with if you charge them head on, you're going to do damage, say with cavalry. Like in the charge of them first hitting you, they do damage then. They need to actually do the kill animation to actually do damage, which makes them a lot harder to use and a lot more difficult to kill, say, these kind of builds here. And we see another attack here coming in. Unfortunately, Rangers are out in front, which is a really bad thing. So unfortunately, they're going to die pretty quickly. And we have more goblins coming up. And more Gondor soldiers here. Making a nice little base for himself here. And with some trebuchets, which is a nice thing to have. Siege is a lot more important in one, by the way, I think. It's not like Rise of the Witch King levels, but it's important. In Rise of the Witch King, it's heavily Siege is heavily what's the word, encouraged to use. in Rise of the Witch King. There's less rush builds in Rise of the Witch King than you have Dane retreating while the dwarves pull off another choke point battle. But with the arrival of the heavy artillery, i.e. the trebuchets, trying to get them is actually a good plan. It would also blunt the trebuchet because it might actually kill their own allies, and it also gets them a lot more kills than they would have. So they're doing very, very well here, considering both the arrival of the cavalry and of course the trebuchet, the heavy artillery, making it very easy for them to hold that. Looks like goblins are once again attacking again, and they're trying to hold. The Isengard's doing very, very badly right now. They're doing well with the help of their teammates, but they're definitely in a rough spot. Again, of course, same thing with last time. They're very hard to do, they're very difficult to beat. Those Gondor, or those Nazgul and the horse. And so, besides this little fight over here, the game's sort of taking a little bit of a respite, it seems. Or no, it looks like a counterattack's about to happen here. But the game is dying down now. Everyone's having to rebuild their forces again. Glowin just died again there. Glowin just died there, and they did take out the trebuchet for it, but that's not very cost effective in my opinion. Taking out Glowin for a trebuchet is not a good trade there. Goblins are once again being pushed back out of their little position, but obviously with Mordor being Mordor, it does actually have imagery now with some Haradrim archers. Haradrim archer is actually useful. Please put that question. I'll probably put that question in the comments out of curiosity, just because at least in your experience, I always preferred orc archers. But are they actually useful? Just curious. We have an attack going up here. Is some dwarves. What the hell? Where's Drogoth? Oh, you have Drogoth. So Harren has just got Drogoth, which is nice. Obviously, with the seemingly a lot of very little archer power, except for some rangers, which one unit of rangers can't take out Drogoth, obviously, so you need them concentrating. They're very spread out right now. The men of Dale are holding the guys back. They're sort of being sacrificed. Man, our rangers really tanking those units there, jeez. They're tanky as hell. Slayer's got some battle wagons, which is making them. We're just gonna take out that trebuchet, which is a nice pickup. Drogoth unfortunately has arrived, and he's about to make their day a lot worse. Might take out Boromir here, which would actually be great if you can get it. It'd be a great pickup if you can do it. I think he's gonna be able to pull it off. That little base there is being taken out. He's might be able to take him out. Yeah, oh, he's got a heal here, so I don't think he's gonna be able to pull it off. But with the arrival of him, maybe might just be able to take him out. Anyway, in the front here, we have some upgrades actually going on there. So we have a nice little force being attacked. Unfortunately, crossbows are very, very good. As you can see, they have lots of crossbows in one spot. They're very difficult to beat. And this is definitely going to be an interesting fight to see who wins this one. It's going to be very, very interesting. Boromir does unfortunately die, and it looks like Drogoth's going to be able to take it out as well, which is really some bad micro there. But in the front here, it looks like the Gondor, the trolls have been taken out. And it looks like I don't think they're going to be able. The Goblin forces are going to be held at that little choke point there. There's some Rohirrim out for the legend here, which is a very nice pickup because it's actually taking out the Gondor little base here that he has over here. So it's actually gonna be very, very good for him. Yeah, I heard a scream. Is that the Witch King? Because if it is, I feel very, very sorry for everyone involved. Don't they look like it? May have just been a dead one. 3 race, damn. We got another dwarven attack coming up now. Another looks like we have. Oh, I was lucky. That could have been a lot worse. But it looks like they're gonna try and take out the little Gondor base that we have going over here. The Rangers here are actually gonna get pretty much creamed, which is unfortunate for them. We have more Gondor Isengard forces coming up on the top right. We're just up in the top here, so it's going to be very interesting to see what the dwarves do if they decide to pull back. Looks like they're trying to take out Boromir, which is a good plan because, you know, taking out heroes is taking out heroes. So this is where things get interesting. They are doing some great see, that's what I mean when taking them out with the charge. That's what I mean, like them instantly dying when they go over. Half-drum marauders don't do that. This Gondor attack looks like it's gonna be a dwarf attack. It's gonna be held. Gimli just got turned into a wraith. King Dane just died, and that is win. The problem with the people who are playing this game right now is that, well, this team here particularly, they aren't coordinating themselves well, and they're sort of attacking each other single-handedly, whereas this team over here is playing like a team. They're supporting each other and they're playing, you know, like a team, which is really what they need to do if they're going to win. And unfortunately, you know, this is no one-on-one. This is a 3v3, so that's their main handicap right now, is that that's their main way they're screwing themselves over here. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens now if eventually they start going on the offensive. Looks like Isengard can go on the offensive on the goblins over here, or up here. It's Dwarven base looking. Dwarven base looking's very weak actually. I know they had to go in some phalanxes, yeah. Of course this is a Dwarven base too. Man, I hate fighting Mordor bases. They're so hard. Got a very nice, actually pretty nice force here coming out of Mordor, besides of course the heroes. They're a very late game race, Mordor, I found. When they can get up to like catapults and trolls, attack trolls especially, that's when you're able to do a lot of damage. Early game you're really relying on Nazgul to survive, and that's obviously very difficult. But in the back here we have an attack coming. Sort of What's the point of this phalanx formation? Could someone please explain this to me? Like, I've never got this to work properly at all. How does this work? Like, how is it meant to work? What's the point of it? Could someone please explain this to me? Because I don't understand it at all. Like, what's the point of it? Like, what makes, like, why do people use it and why? Like, how does it help you? I don't understand. Actually, a very strong force coming out of the goblins here. But then again, they're fighting a Mordor base, so take your pick. Pick your poison there, who's gonna win that one. Now this is a very strong attack coming out of Isengard here. Unfortunately, he's not microing his troops very well, as in the thing here has been looking very isn't exactly the most safe. Oh, now I think I'm trying to see why they do it. It's because it gives them like a big armor buff, doesn't it? Is that what it does? Does it give them a big armor buff that allows people to like, so they just stand there and just kick kids? Dwargoth just launched, I think. Now that base is looking very that base is not looking the most clean right now. Let's see, can they take it now? Oh, they might take it. Yeah, they got it. Or did they? They did. Just managed to take him out before they all died. That pretty much blunts that attack over there. The attack coming. Oh, they got hit by a watcher. Oh, that's sick. Oh, that must have yeah, it looks like it absolutely just crippled that attack. Yeah, this is an attack they're gonna have to run from. That's unfortunate. But the goblins were actually defeated here outside their base. They're dropping more wildmen would look to keep them at bay. We got Theoden now for Gondor here. Unfortunately, those came against the death trap combination of the three dwarven heroes. So I'm going to have a difficult time beating that. Gondor or goblins are sort of trapped in their base right now. That goblin force was unfortunately defeated. We got more ballista coming out for Isengard. See, the reason I think that that Siege are more incorporated into this particular patch is that in the earlier patches, especially like 1.0, they're very much that kind of thing was very much encouraged. Like rush tactics were very much encouraged, and I am tanking FPS. Damn, I hate bloody that. But the individual units did so much damage that it didn't really matter. Like doing that didn't really matter as such. That you didn't need to. Like the infantry and like cavalry did so much damage to the fortress that it wasn't needed. So with the decreased damage of infantry in general to buildings and to fortresses especially, this really encourages siege tactics. Unfortunately they can't mess with the map with the pathfinding of the units, unfortunately. But this looks very interesting now. With the arrival of that, it looks like they're gonna have a shot of actually pulling this off. It's gonna be tight though. I actually now see to understand the phalanx. It's okay. They basically just keep them stuck there, which is a good plan. It's gonna be tight. How they're gonna be able to take them out? They have one more hit though. Can they take him out in time? If he just gets one more shot off, I think it's good to go. Yeah, oh, they just got it out. How sick. I just needed like 2 more hits and then I would have taken him out. That's really unfortunate. Okay, so the first major blow of this game is dealt to the right side team. And now they're in a really bad spot as that. Obviously they lost the fortress, which is really bad. That really puts this guy really on his last legs. So it's going to be difficult for him to beat this. And looks like pressure's going to be put on into Heron's base here. By the looks of it. But eventually that attack looks like it's been held. So now damage has been really done. And it looks like by the looks of it they don't have the resources to actually build it. To take them out, or to build another base, I should say. Oh, sick. Oh, that's really bad. Oh, that's really horrible. Oh, that's rough. I've actually a pretty nice force here. Well, mainly rangers. If we put fire eyes on them, then I would be really worried about this force. Oh, they're doing non-ranges, that's why. I love doing non-ranges. A further budget is actually beginning to start now. Oh, watch it dropped. There goes that attack. Needless to say, that's a pretty much defeated army. Watcher. God, I hate you. I love you when you work well, and I hate you when you don't. Yeah, Watcher's a very ficky monster, very squishy. Because if you don't get it right, it's pretty much useless. If you do get it right, it's amazing. Like, you know, you do a lot of damage. Take out entire armies. As you saw up here earlier on in the game. And of course, another example down here. Looks like they're probably gonna go for Heron's base now. Possibly. Looks like they're gonna be going over there. They know with the amount of money that they had to spend that he's not gonna be much importance to take out. But with the upgrades that goblin is playing with, they're gonna have to do some more damage soon. This is something that I've been hoping that that this guy does. I wish they did it sooner, because dwarves with upgrades are so beefy it's not even funny. So since he's finally doing that, that's great. But I wish he'd done that earlier personally. He's actually going to be outmaneuvered here, because it looks like he's going to be like, unfortunately, being slightly outmaneuvered. Because he's not. If you can see here, look, still getting terrible FPS. It's really annoying me. I'm not sure if it's going to see in the video, but it's really irritating over on my end. It's kind of pissing me off. I don't know why. I hate you, Fraps. The attack is continuing. Up in the top right is actually getting really far back. The goblins are really being pushed back into their base. With the help of the Nazgul and the attack trolls, it looks like they're going to have a very difficult time holding this. They just need to push a bit more to get them into range, which they just succeeded in doing. So the goblins are going to have heavy resistance here. If they can take that out, about the two out of the trolls, it's going to be difficult. We have the Witch King out right now, which is going to make things very difficult for them to hold. The heals dropped actually, so as well, it's going to make it even harder. The Witch King has dropped though, so it's going to be difficult. The Witch King of course does a lot of damage, as you can just see, even on level 1. So it's going to be rough. One has been taken out, but I think actually there's another one here at the back here. So it looks like the Heron is going to be eliminated, or at least have his fort taken down. As you can see what I mean when I said not working as a team. Boars are pushing forward while his allies are being completely destroyed. So it's not working well for him. Goblins are, of course, the other goblins are of course pushed back into their base here, so it's really looking bad for the right side team. Their fortress has been destroyed, and I don't think. Yeah, it looks like Heron is giving up on the game here. He did cancel those buildings, so that is one player taken out. So now it is a 3v2 in favor of the left side team. Other goblin has been killed, as has had his fort killed. So it looks like this is going to be a game taken by the left side team here. Dwarves are pushing forward, but I don't think they're going to have enough to take out the main base. because with the arrival, as you can see, of these catapults, it's going to be very, very difficult for them to pull that off. And Watcher just drops, so once again, Watcher just absolutely destroying all hope that they had of winning this game. I think this is a dead game, lads. It looks like this is going to be a 3. This is going to be pretty much a victory for the left side team. And Sexy Goblin does cancel his last building, so now it's a 2v1. So as you can see, it's pretty much GG right now. It will be interesting to see if these guys can take him out. Oop, Dragon's dropped. Probably gonna butcher most of his own men. Yeah, he did. Whoops. That was a massive screw up. Just killed off his entire army. That's nice. Yeah, the Dwarven force was beaten back, and they're just remnants now, and they're not gonna crack that fortress, unfortunately. And now Earthquake's dropped, actually. Which of course does a lot of damage, but it's nearly not enough. But with the arrival of these 2 siege weapons, it's going to be GG. So yeah, that game was pretty interesting, and I think it pretty much something that signifies what you really need to do when you're playing team games is you need to really work with your teammates. Because with a lot of the game, the right side team was attacking by their own most of the time, and the closest they came to victory is when they worked together. As you can see with the attack early on this game on the Isengard fortress, that nearly took him out, and unfortunately didn't do that afterwards, which is really unfortunate. We have the Dwarven heroes, I think, beast mode and alive, trying to take out the Condor fortress, I think, just because they really want to try. And that is not the game yet. Oh, they built a building over there. But yeah, it's gonna be GG. And there we go. So, yeah, that was a victory for the left side team. And yeah, that was a fun game. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Yeah, that was fun. Less towers, which is always good. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you enjoy. Bye.